Hello, how are you? I'm fine, thank you. Sit down, please. I'd like to speak English today too, to improve my speaking skill. Let's get it started. Today, it is on April 4th, 2024. It's on Thursday and sunny. How do you like Thursday? How are you spending Thursday? Do you like Thursday or do you hate Thursday? When I was a university student, I used to schedule Thursday with few classes. The reason why I scheduled Thursday with few classes stemmed from the curriculum which was set by the university automatically when we were first year student. And in the schedule, Thursday was scheduled with few classes and it worked well in a week. So, and since I became a second year student of the university, I scheduled Thursday with few classes. This is the reason. But instead of making Thursday easy, I put more classes on other days in a week. No matter what happens, I won't stop pursuing my dreams. No matter what arises, I will stand up for my policy. I will stick to my policy. I will stick with my policy. I will adhere to my policy. No matter what hinders me from trying to fulfill my ambition, I will never give in to that. I will never surrender to that. I will never yield to that. No matter what hampers me from trying to fulfill my dreams, I will keep burning. I will keep burning. I will keep going ahead. I will keep proceeding with my duty. No matter what hampers, no matter what hampers, no matter what hinders, no matter what prevents, no matter what hampers me, no matter what hinders me, no matter what prevents me, no matter what hinders me, no matter what hampers me from attempting to fulfill my ambition, I will not give in. I will not yield. I will not give up. No matter what he eats, he says tasty. No matter what he eats, he says tasty. No matter what he eats, he says tasty. No matter what he drinks, he says tasty. No matter what I tried, my skill did not improve at all. No matter what strategy the company used, the sales figures did not increase at all. No matter what strategy, method, and other marketing method the artist tried, his popularity did not increase at all. Altogether. No matter what the artist attempted, his popularity did not increase at all. No matter what we eat or drink, we will get hungry on the next day. No matter what we eat now, we will get hungry tomorrow. No matter what we eat or drink, we'll get hungry and thirsty tomorrow. We have to keep eating and drinking on a daily basis to maintain our health. No matter what you eat today, you'll get hungry tomorrow. No matter what you maintain, gadget will break down with time someday in the future. No matter what he says, I'm determined to go to Hokkaido. No matter what you say, no matter what others say, don't mind, don't care, never mind. No matter what others say, do not stop going ahead. Don't stop proceeding. No matter what others say, adhere to your policy. Stick with your policy. Stick to your policy. Obey your policy. Follow your policy. The hooligan frowned at whomever his eyes met with. The hooligan frowned at whomever his eyes met with. The hooligan frowned at anybody, whomever his eyes met with. The hooligan frowned at whomever his eyes met with. The puppy accompanied whomever he witnessed. The little cute puppy accompanied whomever he found. The puppy accompanied whomever he found on the street. The puppy accompanied whomever he found on the street. I'd like to give away these surplus tickets to whoever wants them. I'd like to give away this extra ticket to whoever wants it. I'll take whoever wants to go to the party with me. Whoever meets the requirements can apply for the position. Whoever meets the requirements described as follows is eligible for applying for the job. Whoever meets the requirements in the description as below is eligible for applying for the job. Whoever meets the requirements is eligible for applying for the job. The puppy accompanied whomever he found. I don't like to be next to whomever. I don't like to be next to whoever is smoking. I don't like to be next to whoever is smoking. Some people can get along with whomever they meet for the first time. Some people can enjoy talking with whomever they meet for the first time. Some people can enjoy conversation with whomever they meet for the first time. Some people can enjoy talking with whomever they meet for the first time. Some people can get along with whomever they meet for the first time. Some people hit off with whomever they meet for the first time. A stranger told me to keep an eye on her belongings, although we didn't know each other. A stranger at the train platform asked me to keep an eye on her belongings, although we didn't know each other at all while she was in toilet. The value put inside the lucky bag is higher than what you really have to pay. The value put inside the bag is higher than what you really have to pay. The puppy accompanied whomever he found. He made up with whomever he had argued with in the past. He made up with whomever he had quarreled with. He had made up with whomever he had argued with. She made up with whomever she had a quarrel with. Don't easily believe in whoever has many followers on SNS. I don't put my trust in whomever the corporation hired. I don't put my trust in whomever you introduced to me. I don't put my trust in whomever I meet for the first time. I don't put my trust in whomever I am spoken to on the street by. I don't put my trust in whomever I'm spoken to by. I don't put my trust in whomever I'm spoken to by. I don't put my trust in whomever I'm spoken to by. I don't put my trust in whomever I'm spoken to by on the street. He got revenge on whomever he was incurred by. He got revenge on whomever he was damaged by. He got even with whomever he was damaged by. I returned kindness to whomever I got kindness from. I returned the kindness to whomever I got the kindness from. I will buy you whatever else you want. I will buy you whatever else is under 1,000 yen. Whatever else is under 1,000 yen can be bought by me. I will buy you whatever else is under 1,000 yen. Whatever else is produced by the famous movie director never fails to be blockbuster. I will buy whatever else is left at the bakery shop. Given the time I go to the bakery shop, maybe almost all of the bread must have been sold out. So I will buy whatever else is left. Whatever else is left. I will eat whatever else is left. I will buy whatever else is left at the bakery shop. I will choose whatever else is left. I will choose whatever else is left. Whatever else was produced from the video game company was not sold well. Only the first edition was sold well. Whatever else was produced from the company was not sold well, except for the first one. Please tell me whatever else I need. Is there whatever else I need? I will buy whatever else is needed for the trip. I will buy whatever else is needed for the trip. I'll get whatever else is needed for the trip. I'm considering whatever else I need for my living. I'm considering whatever else I need for the living. Whatever else is available at the moment. For the moment. Whatever else is available. Whatever else is available. For the moment. For now. At the moment. Whatever else is followed by the original version will not be so popular. Whatever else comes after the first one will not be so popular. Whatever else is produced after the first one won't be so popular. Whatever else is followed by the first one won't be so popular. うん。Whatever else is produced in the factory has very high quality and is reputed very well by the customers. Whatever else is produced and assembled in the factory go through very strict experiments before it is shipped to the market. Whatever else. I will eat whatever else is left. I will ask whatever else is needed for the preparation. I will ask about whatever else I need for the preparation. Whatever else he ordered was only vegetables. Whatever else he ordered was only meat. Whatever else he ate was only meat. Whatever else he said was only no. Whatever else he said was only nope. Whatever else I saw in the rustic area was only sky and paddy field. Whatever else I saw in the remote island was only the sky and the ocean. Whatever else I could do in the situation was only to be silent. Whatever else I could do in the solidified situation, environment, atmosphere was only to be silent. Whatever else I could do in the solidified atmosphere was to think in my mind, in my heart. Whatever else was produced by the musician became blockbuster, sensational. Whatever else the politician remarked raised anger from the citizens. Whatever else the politician remarked raised concerns from the citizens. whatever else he talked about, whatever else he talked about was only about cars. Whatever else I could have had was only drink, water, juice. Whatever else I could intake was only water. Whatever else I could have for breakfast was only water. Whatever else I could have for breakfast was only water. I prepared whatever else I needed for the preparation. I did whatever else was needed for preparation. I did whatever else was needed for preparation. I tried whatever else was needed to cure my disease. I attempted whatever else was rumored to be good for my disease. I attempted whatever else was rumored to be good for my health. I attempted whatever else was advised to be good for my disease. I attempted whatever else was advised to be good to treat my disease. I attempted whatever else was advised to help treating my disease. I tried whatever else was advised to help treating my disease, to help to treat my disease, to help treat my disease. I tried whatever else was advised to be good for treating my disease. Whatever else was advised to be good for treating my disease did not work for me at all. Whatever else was rumored to be good for treating my disease did not work for me at all. Whatever else was produced from the company was not interesting for me at all. Whatever else was produced from the company was not sold well. Whatever else I could see was only the street light. Whatever else I could see in the dark environment was only the street light. Whatever else I could enjoy in the environment was to close my eyes and sleep. Whatever else I could do in the rural area was to breathe in the fresh air. Whatever else I could enjoy in a day. Whatever else I can enjoy in a day is to eat lunch in my car. Whatever else the employee can have a recreational time is to have lunch time, to have lunch in his car. Whatever else, the employee can enjoy his private time is lunch time. I will eat whatever else is left at the bakery shop. Given the time I go to the bakery shop, most of the bread must have been sold out. Will have been sold out. So I will buy whatever else is left. I will buy whatever else is left. I will eat whatever else is left in my fridge for tonight. I will eat whatever else is left in my fridge. I will dispose of whatever else is left in the cabinet before moving. I will either sell or dispose of whatever else is left in my house before moving. I will either dispose of or sell whatever else is left in my room before moving. I will either get rid of, throw away, let go of, or sell whatever else is left in my room before moving. No matter how busy you are, make time for your family. No matter how busy you are, make time for your family, friends. The time being spent with the family is more precious than the time spent for your work, right? No matter how tired my parents were, they worked on the next day. No matter how tired and exhausted my parents worked on the next day, on the following day. No matter how it will rain so heavily, no matter how heavily it rains, the festival takes place as usual. No matter how heavily it was raining, the festival was pushed for. No matter how difficult the mathematics questions were, the student felt it a piece of cake. The student found it a piece of cake. No matter how difficult questions the student was asked, he found them a piece of cake. He answered smoothly without hesitation and any problems. No matter how cold it was outside, there were always some people enjoying surfing in the ocean. No matter how early it is, there are always some people at the beach. No matter how expensive a product is, there are always some people who want to buy it. No matter how I put a lot of effort on the study, my level did not increase at all. No matter how hard I studied, I couldn't pass the examination. No matter how hard I tried and studied and devoted much of my time to the study, I couldn't pass a national examination. No matter how hard I put a lot of effort on study, I couldn't pass national examination. until I tried 8 times. No matter how I studied hard, I couldn't pass the national examination. No matter how I studied until late at night, I couldn't get higher score beyond the average. No matter how late it was, my family waited for me to eat dinner together. No matter how it was late, my family waited for me to eat dinner together. Thank you. No matter horribly the politician got criticisms, he never gave in. He never yielded. He never surrendered. No matter how critically, horribly, terribly he was criticized, he stood up for his policy. He stood up his policy. He stood up for his policy. He adhered to his policy. He stuck with his policy. He stuck to his policy. He protected his policy. No matter how much I eat, I get hungry on the next day. No matter how much we eat today, we will get hungry tomorrow. No matter how much I eat today, I will get hungry tomorrow. No matter how much I eat, I'll get hungry on the next day. No matter how much I put effort, there are always people going beyond me in everything. No matter how much we put effort in everything, on a particular part, there are always some people going beyond us in the level, technique, and so on. No matter how much I put effort, there are always some people going beyond me in technique and other fields. No matter how much I make effort, no matter how much I make an effort, there are always some people who are excellent at a particular field than me. No matter how much I put a lot of effort, no matter how much I put an effort, there are always some people, plenty of people, a lot of people, a number of people, a great number of people, a large number of people, a number of people who are more excellent at a particular part than me. No matter how I put a lot of effort, no matter how I put an effort on a particular field, there are always many people who are excellent at the field than me. No matter how exhausted my parents were, they worked on the next day. No matter how expensive the brand goods are, there are always some people who want to buy them. No matter how heavily it was raining. The festival took place. No matter how heavily it rains, some employees go to their cars to have lunch in their cars. No matter how heavily it rains or snows, some employees go to their cars to have lunch and to enjoy their private time. No matter how heavily it rains or snows, some employees go to their cars to have lunch and enjoy their private time. And since it was raining so heavily yesterday, I couldn't dry some laundry outside. Since the border measures have been lifted, there are many tourists entering the country. I'll accompany whoever wants to go with me. I'd like to give away this ticket to whoever wants it. I will praise whoever is doing a lot of effort. I'll praise whoever is making an effort. Whoever is contributing to the society should be praised. Whoever is contributing to the society deserves praise. Do you hesitate to enjoy conversation with whoever you meet for the first time? I don't put my trust in whoever I meet for the first time. I don't put my trust in whoever speaks to me on the street. However busy you are, find time to spend with your family, friends, and so on. However spicy the food was, the patient didn't sense the spice at all. However spicy the food was, the patient didn't feel the spice at all. However spicy the food was, the patient did not sense the spice at all. However concisely my teacher explained the mathematics theory, I couldn't understand it because I'm stupid. I'm idiot. No matter however concisely my teacher explained the formula, I couldn't understand it. I couldn't make heads or tails of that. However concisely my teacher explained the formula, I couldn't comprehend it. I couldn't figure it out. I couldn't figure it out. I couldn't find it out. I couldn't make heads or tails of that. I couldn't apprehend that. I couldn't take it in that. I couldn't get it. However hard I studied, I couldn't pass examination. However hard I studied, I couldn't pass it. I couldn't pass examination. Whatever arises, I'm not going to change my mind. Whatever arises, I'm not going to change my mind. Whatever is passed into law, I am as I am. Exclusive. Whatever makes the situation worse, I will survive. I'll survive. No matter what makes the situation worse, more difficult, I'll survive. Whatever else makes the situation more confusing, intricate, difficult, I'll survive. Whatever you order in this restaurant, it comes with a bowl of miso soup and an assortment of pickles for free. Whatever you order in this restaurant, an assortment of pickles is equipped. Whatever you persuade her, whatever you say, changing her mind is out of the question. Whatever you try, persuading her not to go abroad is out of the question. Whatever you attempt, preventing her not to marry him is out of the question. Whatever hampers me, whatever hinders me, whatever prevents me, whatever stops me, whatever discourages me from pursuing my dreams, I will keep doing until I achieve it. Whatever discourages me from trying to fulfill my ambition, I won't give in. I won't yield. I won't give in. I won't give up. Whatever makes the situation more difficult, I'll survive. Whatever makes the pathway to achieve my goal more difficult, I'll survive. I'll stick to that. I'll persist with that. Whatever makes the pathway to my goal more difficult, I'd persist with that until I achieve my goal. Whatever others say, stick to your policy. Stick with your policy. Whatever others say, stick to your policy. Stick with your policy. Adhere to your policy. Okay? No matter when you go to the amusement park, you'll find it crowded with people. No matter when I passed by the police station, there was no cop, officer, cop, no cop, or officer. No matter when I passed by the police box, there was no cop or officer. No matter when you begin preparing for the examination, there is no flying start in study. No matter when you start preparing for the examination, there is no flying start in study. No matter when you begin preparing for the examination, there is no flying start in study. No matter when you begin the preparation, there is no flying start in study. Whenever you go to the amusement park, you'll find it very crowded. No matter when you go to the restaurant, you'll find it very crowded with tourists. No matter when you challenge it, it's never too late. But the sooner you challenge, the better it will be. The sooner you try, the better it will be. No matter when you study a subject again, it's never too late. It's never too late. No matter when you challenge a new thing, it's never too late. It's never too late. No matter when you study a subject, it's never too late. Do now if you want. Do it now if you want. Study, learn, follow your passion. No matter when she drinks a cup of coffee, she can fall asleep at night. No matter when she drinks a cup of coffee, she can fall asleep at night. Are you acquainted with somebody who knows about the truth? Are you acquainted with somebody whose parents are celebrity? I found a person whose hair color was red. Can I ask the motive of why you wanted to be a TV personality? Can I ask your motive of why you wanted to be a TV personality? TV personality. TV personality, TV personality, TV personality, TV personality, TV personality, TV personality. TV personality, TV personality, TV personality. TV personality. TV personality. TV personality. What made you wanna be a TV personality? Who is hosting the event today? The host of the event announced the cancellation of the event because of imminent typhoon approaching. TV personality. TV personality. A TV personality. I wonder how much TV personalities earn. I wonder how much the TV personalities in the program earn. I wonder how much TV personalities appearing on the TV earn. I wonder how much TV personalities earn. There were many pet owners and the pets walking together in the park. There were many people and pets that are enjoying working together in the park. There were many pet owners and the pets that are taking a stroll together in the park. There were many owners and the pets. There were many owners and the pets that were enjoying walking together in the park. The employees were told to stay calm when they got the bonus. The employees were ordered to be calm and stable and not to open the paycheck payment until they got home. The employees were ordered to be calm and not to open the payment until they got home. The employees were told to be modest and not to open the payment until they got home. Modest, humble, stay modest. The spokesperson was ordered to be modest during the press conference and not to leak the secret. Modest, humble. Modest, humble lifestyle. Humble. I'm having a humble lifestyle. I'm having a humble life. I'm leading a humble life. I forgot to bring an important document. What is more, I slipped over the pedal. Paddle. I forgot to bring an important document. What is more, I slipped over the puddle. I slipped over puddle. I stumbled over puddle. I stumbled. I slipped over puddle. I slipped over. I tripped over. I tripped over puddle. I tripped over a stone. I tripped over. I tripped. I stumbled. I slipped. I stumbled. I tripped. I tripped. I flunked physics. What was more, I stumbled on my way home. I flunked mathematics. What was more, besides, on top of that, what was worse, I tripped over on my way home. I was promoted to the section in chief. What was more, I hit the lottery. I was promoted to the general manager of the department. What was better, what was more, I won the lottery of 1 million yen. She ordered 2 morning sets for breakfast at a cafe. What was more, she stopped by another cafe to eat more. Students study at school as obligatory education until they graduate at the age of until they graduate junior high school. Students in Japan have to study at school until they graduate from junior high school as obligatory education, mandatory education. Students study at school. What is more, most of them go to a cram school after the school. Students in Japan study at a school. What is more, many of them go to a cram school after that. He made a fortune and went back to his hometown. He made a fortune and went back to his hometown where he was born. He made a lot of money by noticing the niche field. She succeeded in making a lot of money by embarking on the new business in early stage. She made a lot of money by challenging new things in earlier stage at that time. She made a lot of money with online business in an earlier stage at that time. This is a restaurant where the celebrity is rumored to visit frequently. This is a restaurant the celebrity is rumored to visit frequently. This is the restaurant where the celebrity is rumored to visit frequently. Whatever else I'm interested in is to study. whatever else I'm attractive to in the itinerary is to eat lunch. Whatever else I'm excited about the itinerary is to eat dinner. Whatever else he said during the court was nothing. Given the time I go to the bakery shop, most of the bread must be sold out already. So I will buy whatever else is left. I will buy whatever else is left. Whatever else is produced by the famous movie director never fails to be blockbuster. Whatever else was produced from the company was not sold well, except for the first one. I don't find whatever else was produced from the company attractive. I will buy whatever else is needed for the trip. I'll buy whatever else is needed for the trip. I will buy whatever else I need for the trip. I will attempt whatever else is rumored to be good for my health. I attempted whatever else was advised to be good for my health. Whatever else was advised to be good for my health didn't function for me, didn't work for me. Whatever else was advised to be good for my health didn't work for me. Whatever else is planned in the itinerary is not attractive to me. Whatever else is planned in the itinerary is not my taste. Whatever else is scheduled in a week is not my taste. I will eat whatever else is served in the restaurant. I will eat whatever else is served. I will eat whatever else is left after the party. I will eat whatever else is left on the menu. I will eat whatever else is left. 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 Whatever else I could see from the window was only sky and the cloud. Whatever else I could see from the window of the plane was sky. Whatever else I could see in the countryside was only the street light. Whatever else I could see at night in the countryside was only stars. Whatever else I could hear in the countryside at night was crying sound of the insect. Whatever else I could do in the middle of the mountain was to practice my musical instrument. Whatever else I could enjoy in the countryside was to breathe in the fresh air and relax. I will buy whatever else I need for the trip. I will prepare whatever else I need. I will buy whatever else I need. I will buy whatever else I need for the trip. I will buy whatever else I need for the trip. I will buy whatever else I need for the trip. I will buy whatever else is needed for the trip. I will buy whatever else is under 1,000 yen. I will buy you whatever else is under 1,000 yen. I will buy you whatever else is under 1,000 yen. I will buy you whatever else is under 1,000 yen. I will buy you whatever else is under 1,000 yen. I'll attempt whatever else is rumored to be good for my health. I've been trying whatever else is advised to be good for my health. I've been trying whatever else is rumored to be good for my health. But so far, nothing has worked for me. I will buy whatever else is needed for the trip. I'll buy whatever else I need for the trip. I will buy whatever else is attractive to me during the trip. I'll buy whatever else is attractive to me on the trip. I will try whatever else is interesting to me during the trip. I will either sell or dispose of whatever else is left in my room before the moving. I will either sell or let go of whatever else is left in my room before moving. Whoever has the qualification can start a business. Whoever requires the requirements described as follows is eligible for applying for the job. Whoever meets the requirements described in the below is entitled to apply for the job. What is the difference between officer and cop? Officer, cop, police officer. Officer, officer, police officer. Officer, police officer, cop. Officer, officer, police officer. Officer, officer, police officer. The officer ordered the speeding car to pull over. The officer ordered the car to pull over. The officer directed the car to pull over. The officer directed the car to pull over. The officer ordered the car to pull over. The officer ordered the car to pull over for speeding. The officer stopped a man for questioning. The officer stopped a passersby for questioning. The officer stopped the car for speeding. The officer ordered the car to pull over. The officer ordered the car to pull over. The officer ordered the man of the car to pull over. The officer ordered the man of the car to pull over. The officer ordered the driver of the car to pull over. The officer ordered the man of the car to pull over. The officer ordered the driver of the car to pull over. The officer ordered the driver the driver of the car to pull over. Officer, police officer, officer, police officer, cop, police officer, cop, officer. Excuse me, I'd like to talk with the general manager. Let me see if he is on duty today. Oh, you are lucky. You are lucky. He has just come back. I will exchange to him. I will turn to him. I will call him. Are you on duty? But you can talk with me through messenger. What happened? What are you doing? What are you actually doing? Are you on duty? Many workers are on duty from 9 to 5. Many workers are on duty from 9 to 5. I perceived the sound of siren of ambulance. I perceived the sound of the siren of fire engine, fire truck. I perceived the sound of the siren of fire engine from a distance. My ear was correct. I already perceived the sound of the siren of ambulance. I perceived an ambulance coming up. I perceived the siren of fire engine, fire truck, fire engine, fire engine, fire engine, fire truck. Perceive, perceive. Although I perceived they were speaking badly of me, I pretended that I didn't notice. Although I did perceive them speaking ill of me behind me, I pretended, I made believe that I didn't perceive. Perceive, 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 perceive. I perceive something going on my shoulder. I perceive someone passing by me. I perceived someone coming up behind me, from behind me. I perceived the siren of fire engine from a distance. I perceived the siren of a fire engine from a distance. I perceived the siren of an ambulance from a distance. From a distance. Far across a distance. Perceive. 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 I perceive the siren of fire engine. I perceive the siren of a 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 fire engine. I'm clumsy at perceiving anything. I'm super clumsy at perceiving anything. I perceived someone passing me. I perceived someone passing me. I perceived some people looking at me from a distance, but I pretend to be ignorant. I perceived some people looking at me from a distance, but I made believe that I didn't perceive. I'm this type of person who perceives subtle change in the environment. I'm super sensitive to subtle change in the environment. I soon perceive it. I'm super sensitive to subtle changes in the environment. And I'll perceive the subtle changes soon. In no time. Instantly. Immediately. Quickly. Fast. Perceive. Perceive. I'll soon perceive the subtle differences, faint differences in the environment. I perceived some people looking at me from a distance. I perceived an ambulance coming up from a distance. I perceived an ambulance coming up from a distance. I perceived the siren of an ambulance. I perceived an ambulance coming up. I perceived a fire engine 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 coming up. I perceived an ambulance coming up. I perceived a fire engine coming up. I perceived an ambulance coming up. I perceived the siren of fire engine from a distance. I perceived the siren of a fire engine from a distance. I perceived a fire engine coming up from a distance. I perceived a fire engine coming up from a distance. I perceived a fire engine coming up from a distance. Have you caught a sight of a celebrity in Roppongi? Have you caught a sight of a celebrity in Tokyo? Have you caught a sight of a celebrity in Tokyo? I got a glimpse of a celebrity in Osaka. I caught a glimpse of a celebrity in Tokyo. I had a glimpse of a celebrity in Tokyo. I caught a glimpse of a celebrity in Tokyo. I caught sight of Mount Fuji from the window of Shinkansen. I caught sight of Mount Fuji from the plane. I caught sight of raccoon crossing the road. I caught sight of a raccoon crossing the road. I caught sight of a stray cat crossing the road. I caught sight of a stray cat crossing the road in a dangerous situation. She or he managed to save her or his life. He or she was about to be run over the car. He was on the verge of being hit by a car. He was on the brink of being run over by the car. I caught sight of a stray cat crossing the road. I caught sight of a stray cat crossing the street. I caught sight of a stray dog crossing the road. I caught sight of the parade when I was driving. I caught sight of a float being pulled by the participants while I was driving nearby. I caught sight of the parade while I was driving my car nearby. I caught sight of festival participants pulling the float while I was driving nearby. I hope I can catch sight of Aurora during the trip. I hope I can catch sight of a celebrity while on my trip to Tokyo. During my trip in Tokyo. I caught sight of rainbow while I was driving home. I caught sight of rainbow while I was driving home. I caught sight of rainbow while I was commuting. I caught sight of rainbow while I was driving to workplace. I caught sight of parade of the festival while I was driving nearby. I caught sight of festival participants pulling the float. I could catch sight of the idol coming out of the exit hall. Rear exit. I could catch sight of the idol coming out of the rear exit. I could catch sight of the idol coming out of the rear exit. It was worth waiting for a long time. I could catch sight of the idol coming out of the rear exit. I could catch sight of the idol coming out of the rear exit. Catch sight of. I hope you can catch sight of Aurora. I could catch sight of another plane from my plane. I caught sight of another aircraft from the window of the plane. It might be the one from military. I hope I can catch a glimpse of celebrity in Tokyo. I hope I can get a glimpse of a celebrity in Tokyo. I hope I can catch a glimpse of a celebrity in Tokyo. I hope I can have a glimpse of a celebrity in Tokyo. I hope I can catch sight of a celebrity in Tokyo. I hope I can catch sight of a celebrity in Tokyo. I hope I can catch sight of a celebrity in Tokyo. I hope I can catch sight of celebrity in Tokyo. I hope I can catch sight of a celebrity in Tokyo. I hope I can catch sight of a celebrity in Tokyo. The thief was captured breaking into the bank by security cameras. The thief was arrested soon after the escape. The thief was captured trying to break into the bank by security cameras. Has your house been broken into ever? Has your house been broken into ever? Has your house ever been burgled ever? Has your house ever been burgled? Has your house ever been burgled? Has your house ever been broken into? Has your house ever been broken into? Has your house ever been broken into? No, never. Because there are many guardian dogs around my house. Nobody can approach with many dogs barking at. Can you remember what you ate the day before yesterday? Or yesterday. Can you remember what you ate for dinner the day before yesterday? Can you recall what you ate the day before yesterday? Can you recall what you ate for dinner the day before yesterday? The day before yesterday. The day before yesterday. Tomorrow never knows. Day after tomorrow. Day after tomorrow. The day before yesterday. The day before yesterday. The day before yesterday. There is no telling what will happen the day after tomorrow, or even tomorrow. There is no knowing what will happen the day after tomorrow, or even tomorrow, or even one hour later. Can you remember what you ate the day before yesterday? The day before yesterday. Can you remember what you ate for dinner the day before yesterday? Can you remember what you ate for lunch the day before yesterday? I felt it weird. When I tried natto, fermented soybeans, for the first time, I felt it weird. But now, once I got used to the taste, I like it now. So you should try it. Maybe you find it weird for the first time. But once you get used to the taste, maybe you like it. And healthy. What is more, is healthy for you. Healthy. Nothing is more important than our health. The first time I tried natto, fermented soybeans, I felt it very weird. I tasted it very weird. But once I got used to the taste, I like it now. Three consecutive incidents concerned many citizens in the country from the beginning of the year. Consecutive incidents threatened many citizens in the country from the beginning of the year. Continuous consecutive successive incidents from the beginning of the year concerned many citizens in the country. Incident. No one will forget the incident, what happened on the new year, this year. The event is supposed to be held every year to remember the incident, which never repeated again, which should not be repeated again. The occasion, the ceremonial occasion is supposed to be held every year to remember the incident, which should not be repeated again. Wilderness. Tokyo Plain used to be wilderness before the development. Tokyo Plain, Kanto Plain used to be wilderness before the development. Wilderness. The wilderness was turned into the hub of skyscraper business district. The wilderness was turned into capital of the country. The former wilderness was transformed into the hub of high-tech business district. The once wilderness was turned into the hub of high-tech companies. The once wilderness was turned into a huge parking lot. The former wilderness was transformed into a huge parking lot. The once wilderness was turned into the hub of high-tech companies, high-tech businesses. The once wilderness was turned into the hub of high-tech businesses. The once wilderness was transformed into a hub of high-tech businesses. Wilderness. The once wilderness was transformed into a huge parking lot. The once wilderness was transformed into an amusement park. The once wilderness was transformed into the hub of high-tech businesses. The former wilderness was turned into the hub of high-tech companies. The once wilderness was turned into the hub of high-tech businesses. The once wilderness was turned into the hub of high-tech businesses. The once wilderness was turned into the hub of high-tech businesses. The once wilderness was turned into the hub of high-tech businesses. Wilderness. Sorry, I was not aware of you waiting for me in front of the shop. Are you aware of the imminent danger? Are you aware that you are lagging behind others? I'm aware of that I have been lagging behind others, falling behind others. I'm aware that I have been lagging behind others. I become aware that I have been falling behind others. It was not until I was told that I became aware of the stain on my clothes. It wasn't until the person sitting next to me told me that I became aware of the stain on my clothes. It wasn't until I was informed that I became aware of the stain on my clothes. It is rude to stare at somebody continuously, successfully, for a long time. I perceived someone staring at me. Gaze at me. I perceived someone gazing at me. I perceived someone gazing at me. I perceived a fire engine coming up from across the interstate. I perceived a fire engine coming up from across the interstate. The community consists of members coming from across the world. The club team is made up of the members coming from across the globe. The club team is composed of members coming from across other prefectures. The club team is composed of members coming from across other states. The restaurant uses ingredients gathered from across other prefectures to pursue better taste of the soup of ramen. The ramen restaurant gathers ingredients from across the country. His hobby is to collect stamps from across the countries. His hobby is to collect postcards from across the countries. His hobby is to collect postcards from across the world. From across. I perceived a fire engine coming up from across the interstate. The post office located across from the convenience store. My office is located across from the post office. So I sometimes drop off the parcel at the post office before going to work. 200,000 fans from across other prefectures gathered in the venue to enjoy the live. 200,000 fans from across other countries gathered to the venue to enjoy the live conducted by the artist. 200,000 fans from across the world gathered to the flock to the venue to enjoy the live. 200,000 fans from across the globe gathered. 200,000 fans from across the globe flock to the venue to enjoy the live. 200,000 fans from across the globe flock to the venue. 200,000 fans from across the globe enjoy the live of the artist. 200,000 fans from across the globe enjoy the live. Which do you prefer, window or aisle seat? I prefer window seat because I can see the view from the window seat. But for those who go to toilet frequently may prefer to sit on the aisle seat. Some people prefer to sit on the window seat while others don't. I prefer to sit on the window seat rather than to sit on the aisle seat. I'd rather sit on the window seat than sit on the aisle seat. Aisle seat. Please make sure that there is no obstacles. There are no obstacles on the aisle, okay? Could you turn the car around? I forgot an important document at home. It's not far from the house, so please, thank you. Could you turn the car around? I'd like to make sure that I turned off all of electrical gadgets. Could you turn the car around? I forgot. I'd like to make sure that I have turned off all of the appliances and the fire, kitchen, and so on. Could you turn the car around? Could you turn the car around? I'd like to make. I'm not sure that I have turned off the air conditioner. Thank you. Turn around. Someone must have turned the position of the wall clock around because it's leaned. The wind turned the position of the statue around because it's leaned. Do not turn it around. Turn around. Turn around. Turn the corner. Turn left. Turn left. Turn the corner left. Turn the corner left. Turn the corner to left. Turn the corner. Turn left at the corner. Turn left. Turn the corner to left. And turn left at the corner. Turn around. Turn around at the intersection. 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 Turn the key to left. Turn the key left. Turn the key left. Turn the key left. Turn the key left to open the door, and turn the key right to lock it. Usually when we turn the key left, the door will open, and when we turn the key to right, it will be locked. Turn the key left. Turn the key to left at 90 degrees to open the door. Turn the key to right at 90 degrees to lock the door. Turn the key to left. Turn the key left. Turn the key left for 90 degrees to open the door. Turn the key right at 90 degrees to lock the door. Okay? When I looked at her, she turned away, which was so rude. I was shocked. I was upset. If you cannot sound the violin, please turn the position of the arm around until you can sound it. Turn the key to left. Turn the key left. Turn the key right. Turn the key left. Turn the key right. Turn the key left. Turn the key right. If you turn the key right, it will the door will be locked. If you turn the key left, it will be open. I saw some kids enjoying turning around in the park. I saw some students turning around in the park. I remember getting motion sick after turning around with the baseball bat. I remember feeling weird after turning around with the baseball bat as a game, which is it is a game whether we can walk straight after turning around with the baseball bat. How many times do you turn around while you were sleeping? how many times do we turn around our position while we are sleeping? Do you know how many times we change the position while we are sleeping? Do you know how many times we turn around while we are sleeping on the bed? Turn around. I could see inside was only sky. Whatever I could see inside was the street light. Whatever else I could see inside was the street light. Whatever else I could see in the dark, inside was the light of my smartphone. Inside. The car accident occurred because both drivers couldn't see each other inside. The bike accident came about, aroused, happened, occurred, came about, aroused, arose, because both drivers couldn't see each other inside. Inside, 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 inside. I couldn't see you inside. Everything is inside by the security cameras. 300 degrees are inside by the security cameras. Everywhere is inside around the supermarket because of the security cameras surrounding around the supermarket. 300 degrees are inside by the security cameras surrounding the supermarket. 300 degrees are inside by the security cameras surrounding the supermarket. Inside. Inside. Nothing is inside behind me. I can see just in front of me. Nothing is inside behind me. I can see just in front of me. Inside. But I could perceive someone coming up behind me by sound. Soon the Tokyo Skytree Tower will come into sight. Soon the Mount Fuji will come into sight. Soon the 120-meter statue will come into sight. Saying is very easy, but it's difficult to put it into practice. 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 Put it in practice. Put it into practice. Put it into practice. Put it into practice. Saying is easy, but put it into practice is very difficult. Very difficult. Put it into practice. Put it into practice. Put it into practice. Put it into practice is very difficult. Saying is easy, but put it into practice. Put it into practice. Put it into practice. Put it into practice is very difficult. Put it into practice. Put it into practice is very difficult. Put it into practice. Put it into practice. It's very difficult. Put it into practice. Put it into practice. Put it into practice. Put it into practice. It's very difficult. Insight. The plane flying in the sky was in sight. The bike accident came about because both drivers couldn't see each other in sight. Unfortunately, the mirror was not in sight. "300 degrees are in sight by the security cameras surrounding the supermarket. Everywhere is in sight by the security cameras surrounding the supermarket at 360 degrees. I turned around, but there was no one in sight. There was no one in sight. I couldn't find dolphins swimming in the sea in sight. As long as I looked around, I couldn't find anybody in sight. As long as I looked around, I couldn't find anyone in sight in the park. As long as I checked, there was nothing wrong in sight. As long as I checked, there was nothing wrong with the computer in sight. In sight. As long as I took a close look at the scenery, I couldn't see the mountain or continent of the country in sight. If it is sunny, super sunny, maybe we can see. I could have seen. As long as I looked at carefully, I took a close look at the scenery. I couldn't see the continent of the country from the observatory in sight. As long as I took a close look at I had a close look at the scenery from the observatory. I couldn't see the mountain in sight. As long as I had a close look at the scenery from the observatory, I couldn't see the mountain in sight. Do you like horror movie? Can you go to toilet while you are watching horror movie? Can you go to a toilet while you are watching a horror movie? Horror. She screamed with horror when she found a cockroach. She screamed with horror when she spotted a cockroach. She screamed with horror when she spotted a cockroach. She screamed with horror when she found a cockroach. She screamed with horror when she spotted a cockroach. She screamed with horror when she identified a cockroach in her room. She screamed with horror when she spotted a cockroach because cockroach does not exist in her country. She jumped with joy, with happiness, She jumped with happiness as soon as she found her number on the result. I liked my friend taking hold of my clothes in the haunted house. Can I take hold of your hands? Can I take hold of your hands? Can I take hold of your hand while walking along the romantic street? Can I take hold of your hand? Can I take hold of your hand while walking the romantic street? Streets draping over the street. Sakura tree draping over the moat. Can I take hold of your hand while walking along the romantic street with sakura trees draping over? I liked my friends taking hold of my clothes in the haunted house with horror. I liked my friends taking hold of my clothes with horror in the haunted house. I cannot forget it. Such a lovely moment. Take hold of the bar. There was nothing I could take hold of, so I just slipped in the ship. There was nothing I could cling onto, take hold of, so I just slipped, tripped over, trembled, stumbled. There was nothing I could take hold of, so I just stumbled. I liked the baby taking hold of my index finger. When I attached my index finger to the hand of the baby, she took hold of my finger. I liked the baby taking hold of my index finger. I liked the baby taking hold of my index finger. Can I take hold of your hand while we are walking the street? Sure. We took hold of our each hand. I perceived someone taking hold of my clothes. I perceived someone taking hold of my shoulder bag. So I pushed him away. I perceived someone taking hold of my bag, so I pushed him away. I liked my friends taking hold of my clothes with horror in the haunted house. I liked my friend taking hold of my clothes with horror in the haunted house. As soon as I was informed of the emergency, I rushed to the hospital. The instant I was informed of the emergency, I rushed to the hospital. The minute I was informed of the emergency, I rushed to the hospital. The instant I was informed of the emergency, I rushed to the hospital. I learned that plants breathe in carbon dioxide and breathe out oxygen, which is taking an imperative role in the world. I learned that plants breathe in carbon dioxide and breathe out oxygen, which is very important for our living. I learned that plants breathe in carbon dioxide and breathe out oxygen, whose function is imperative for our living, taking very important role in the society. Plants breathe in carbon dioxide and breathe out oxygen, whose function is indispensable and which is taking an important role in the society. I hate to be next to those breathing cigarette. I hate to be next to whoever breathing cigarette. Breathing deeply is often advised as a way to relax, calm down, stabilize, and so on. Breathing deeply is often advised as a strategy to try to be stable, calm. Breathing deeply, slowly, is often advised as a strategy, as a way to calm down, especially when we are in a nervous situation. The instant the cancellation of the school trip was announced, one of the students breathed a sigh of disappointment. The minute the cancellation of the school trip was informed by the teacher, a student in the class breathed a sigh of disappointment, 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 breathed a sigh of disappointment. The instant the teacher announced the cancellation of the school trip because of the typhoon, many students breathed a sigh of disappointment. As soon as the teacher informed us of the postpone of the school trip, many students breathed a sigh of disappointment. 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 Whatever it is I can enjoy in the mountainside is that I can breathe fresh air. Breathe fresh air. Whatever else I can enjoy by living in the mountainside is that I can breathe fresh air. Breathe in fresh air. Breathe fresh air. I hate to pass by something burning while I'm driving because I don't want to breathe such smoke. I hate to pass by something burning. I hate to pass by something burning because I hate to breathe such unhealthy smoke. Sigh. Relief aid is in rush. Relief aid to the disaster-stricken area is in a hurry. Relief aid, the pathway to the disaster-stricken area was secured immediately. Relief aid, relief aid. As soon as the teacher announced the pull-off of the school trip, many students breathed a sigh of disappointment. Many students breathed a sigh of disappointment. Many students breathed a sigh of disappointment. Whatever else I can enjoy in the mountainside is that I can breathe fresh air. I learned that plants breathe in carbon dioxide and breathe out oxygen, whose function is very important, imperative, indispensable in this society. Plants are taking a very important role in the world. Plants are taking a very important role in sustaining our living. Plants are taking very important role in maintaining our ecosystem. Plants are taking very important role, indispensable role, imperative, indispensable role in maintaining our life. Without oxygen, we cannot live. As soon as my mother realized my safe landing at the airport, she was breathed a sigh of relief, alleviation. As soon as The mother was informed of her safety. She breathed a sigh of alleviation. As soon as the mother realized that her daughter arrived at the airport safely, she breathed a sigh of alleviation. She breathed a sigh of relief. 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 The minute she knew that her daughter had arrived at the airport from the website tracking system, she breathed a sigh of relief. The instant the mother found her daughter at the airport, she breathed a sigh of relief. 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 Sigh, sigh, sigh. Sigh. She breathed a sigh of relief. She breathed a sigh of relief. As soon as I found my number on the result, I breathed a sigh of relief. I breathed a sigh of relief. I sighed with relief. I sighed with relief. As soon as I found my number on the result, I breathed a sigh of relief. I breathed a sigh of relief. I breathed a sigh of relief. The minute I found my number on the result announcement, I breathed a sigh of relief. The instant I found the number on the result, I breathed a sigh of relief. The moment I found my number on the examination result, I breathed a sigh of relief. 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 As soon as I landed at the airport, I breathed a sigh of relief. As soon as I got home, I breathed a sigh of relief. As soon as I found my number on the examination result, I breathed a sigh of relief. I breathed a sigh of relief. Okay, I will finish speaking here. Thank you for watching. See you next time. See you!